Hello everyone, this is Georgette with Kiss and Makeup, and this is your eyebrow tutorial part 2. In part 1, we went over how to prep your brows and how to fill in your brows with gel liner. This time we're going to go over how to highlight under your brows. A really natural, soft highlight, and then kind of a bumped up, like serious highlight, kind of what I have, giving your brows a really serious defined arch. So stay tuned for that, that's coming up. But at the end, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel because we'll have more videos. And if you want, you can visit us on Facebook at Makeup Mondays. You can ask any questions and give suggestions for what kind of videos you would like next. So thanks so much, let's get started. It's time to fix your face. Because I filled in my brows with the gel liner and angle brush in my last eyebrow tutorial, I'm going to do it with my pencil this time for those who prefer to use pencils so they can see how I do my brows. This is the Stud Pencil by MAC. It's actually an eyebrow crayon is what they call it. But it's retractable and it doesn't really have a point, which is good because I like a softer look. So again, I start underneath. And I did all the prep work before shooting, and all of the prep work for the brows you can see in my first tutorial. Now my tip just broke a little bit, so again, retractable. So I just brought it back, and I'm doing the inside of my eyebrows a little bit because you imagine a broken pencil, how it has that double line sometimes. So I wanted to avoid having that at the end of my brow. So again, going in with short strokes and coming back through. Everything is short little hair strokes so it can blend in and look natural. Taking it up to the front, and then at the front of my brows, going straight up to marry the arch at the bottom. Kind of taking that across to make sure that it's uniform, but that's looking a little too defined for me, which is good. I'm going to show you how to clean that up, how to correct it. I'm going to take my eyebrow comb and brush, or you can take a spoolie even. A spoolie is a dry mascara brush. I'm just going to kind of rub that so it softens the line, if you will. Now the great thing about not really having a lot of eyebrow hairs is that I can make my shape any way I want. So if I want my brows to be a little thicker, because I have a dramatic eye, as you see right now. Having thin brows, my face will look a little unbalanced. So I like making them look a little thicker. And you see how I do that? I just bring it up above my hairs a little bit and again blend it. So that side is done. I'm going to come back with the other side and then I'll show you how to highlight underneath. Now I have both brows filled in, so I'm going to show you how to do a really light and crisp and natural looking highlight. I'm going to take my concealer, and this is a pod concealer. It's Studio Finish by MAC. And the same way I removed the product from the pod in my first eyebrow tutorial, I'm going to do the same thing with this, using the clean end of my brush, taking some out, putting some on my hand, and closing it back up. Again, not exposing it to air for too long, but also to make sure that I don't put a lot of bacteria into my product. Anytime you have anything that's creamy, if you keep dipping your brush in and out without cleansing it, you're transferring bacteria. We don't want to do that. So that's why I'm putting it on my hand. And I'm going to take the flat brush, this is a flat concealer brush, and I'm going to dip it into my product just a little bit. I'm going to start in the middle of my brow and just kind of add a little bit of product. And that's actually, I think, almost as much as I want, and I'm just going to use that and blend it out. Again, I didn't use too much. Kind of blending it all the way across. And it's actually still a little bit too light, so I'm going to take a Q-tip. Q-tips are great for cleaning up, and I'm just kind of dabbing it. I don't want to wipe it because, again, I have my eyebrow already done. Just for a really light, natural highlight. I'm going to do it on the other side so you can see. Again, just a little bit of product. maybe take a little bit more. And I'm getting some more out of my container, putting it on my hand, using my brush. There, that's as much product as I want to use. I'm wiping the excess back on my hand so I can blend it. And this is for, again, a light, natural, everyday highlight where you're not really glamming it up. And there we go. I always recommend grabbing some shadow, using some shadow with this look. Leaving the concealer by itself is sometimes kind of harsh if you don't blend it correctly. Sometimes looks a little too pasty because the color may be too light. So I'm actually going to add a little bit of eyeshadow, peachy color eyeshadow, just to cover it. It's almost the same color, but it just kind of softens the look of the concealer. And that is a soft highlight. Now, if you want to go dramatic, we can do that. And I'm actually going to go over the shadow that I just applied. I'm really going to saturate my brush with that concealer. And I'm going to make this line pop. They're going to say, ooh, we see those eyebrows now. And one thing about highlighting with concealer is that it makes your eyebrow look sharp and defined. So even if you haven't had your brows groomed in a while, if you have some straight hairs, that concealer highlighter will help to clean it up. And I'm using my finger to blend it in. So you see how that really looks defined. So it's up to you as to how much of a highlighter you want, a lot or a little. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a professional makeup artist, but I make mistakes. Sometimes I'll do a really, really defined highlighted brow with some concealer, and I'll see a picture of myself with a really harsh flash, and I'm like, oh, that is way too much, and that is not cute. So please be careful when doing this. Again, just make sure that you blend it really, really well, and if it is bright, that you tone it down with some eyeshadow. Blend, blend, blend. Blending is your friend. I just made that up. Okay, there we go. Blended, and again, I'm going to use some shadow. Actually, with this, we're gonna use a little bit of a shimmer. This color is Paradisco, because it's a disco party. Going over that. And I'm gonna bring it down. And now I'm getting into a little bit of a shadow tutorial, but that's okay, because I wanna make sure that you guys aren't left looking highlighted, and that's it, and looking crazy. So I'm bringing it down. I'm gonna take a transition color and kind of sweep that in to kind of marry the two colors a little bit. Take my dry brush, blending, blend, 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 and there we go. I know, I'm still blending. That's the thing about blending. You always want to blend. I get addicted to blending. Okay, there we go. Blend it, yes, okay. So that is a highlight for your eyebrows. And if by chance, like I just did, you kind of affect the shape of your brow, just go over it again a little bit, making sure not to affect your highlight, making sure that it's crisp. Okay, so that's eyebrow highlighting by Georgette. The shirt that I'm wearing is by my dear friend Azure Antoinette. She has a clothing line called Alchemic Apparel. And you can go to the website alchemicapparel.com to order this or any other t-shirt. I love this shirt. It's my motto. Do what you love and love what you do. I'll see you next time. Remember, fix your face. Your life.
Fix your life.
Fix your life.
Fix your life.
Fix your face. That could be my new thing. Fix your face.